Hello everybody, it is I, your favorite VTuber android therapist, Arrowhead. Therohead? Aeropist? It doesn't matter. Either way everyone, hello. Now, mental health is a large problem in this country, and I want it to get worse. So I've decided to initiate this little therapy session for you all to determine what exactly is wrong with my viewers. If anything, you guys might be fine. Maybe I'm the problem. Not likely, but it's possible. Anyway, so, to begin with, a little bit about me so you guys can just kind of warm up to me and get to the talking part where you tell me all your deepest secrets and I pretend to care. While you pay me hundreds of dollars an hour. I went to school for this. Anyway. So. Oh yes, Firewall. Take him to Detroit. We have our first victim. How you doing today, Firewall? And how does this make you feel? How does being here make you feel, Firewall? Are you happy with your life? Are you unhappy with your life? Are you happy with Castlevania Nocturne? Is in the room with us right now? Is Netflix in the room with us right now? Anyway, let's see. What else do I know about therapy? And I'm doing just fine, Firewall. Thank you for... That's very mentally healthy of you to ask me how I'm doing. Thank you. It means a lot. Now. What should I do that a therapist would do? So, Firewall. All of this is somehow connected to your mother. And I don't know how, but it is. Or your father. Or the pet lizard you had when you were 9 that disappeared under mysterious circumstances. I think. Now, we've got a few people here. I'd like for people to join the chat and tell me, what do these ink blots look like? No idea what kind of Pandora's box you're about to open if you're serious about the stream. Hey, I'm very serious. I'm a very serious therapist. Fist of the therapist is incoming. But like in a mentally healthy way. What do these ink blots look like, everyone? Alright, nope, not that one. Nope, there we are. Alright, what does this look like, guys? I'm not going to try to influence your decisions. What does this look like? Just looking at this personally, what do I see? I look at this, and I think of... Hey, Dreed Sakura, welcome to the stream. Welcome to your therapy. I am your therapist. Against all odds, but I am. Now then, with this image, gentlemen, what do you think of it? How does it make you feel? Looks like the fucking Discord logo. It does admittedly look a little bit like the Discord logo. That's not important. Hey, GamerLove64, you killed Snaily. That sounds like a bad thing to do, but in general, good for you. Go for it. Kill Snaily. And how did that make you feel? It looks like the Discord logo, though. That is... Yeah. No, I see it now. That's fair. So you're haunted by Discord. Let's discuss this. You were bullied by Discord in your youth. Possibly. Disregard that. The next ink blot. There are a lot of things this could be. Plenty. Imagine the thing we all ran from in the dark when we turned off the lights. That's another one. We had 2 pet mice. Once me and my older sister, one of them died. One of them got stepped on by one of my uncles. Ooh. Let's unpack that, Firewall. How does that make you feel about the mice? That's actually almost a serious question. I should probably not actually pursue that line of questioning. Anyway, how does this image make you all feel? And why does it vaguely look like the Spider-Man logo? Forced me to commit master. Well, that's... Whew. That's a thought of what this ink blot looks like. I think you may need an actual therapist at that point. Shadow Spider, kind of cool. Yeah, see, it does look cool, Dad, if you're watching this. Professor that built me. I can draw a little bit. But yes, yeah, it looks like a spider, almost, right? Yeah. That shows that you have deep-seated issues with authority. You refuse to bow to the police and instead do vigilante stuff on your own. That's what that means. Next ink blot. A lot of things this could be. This one's not even symmetrical. That's what makes it special. A lot of things it could be. I'll say what I think it is after you guys say what you think it could be, because I have a few thoughts on this one as well. Maybe this will wind up being my therapy session. Who knows even? There are a lot of things that could happen in the next, I don't know, hour that you guys are not paying for. On a serious note, I did have some bad experience with Discord that made me avoid the platform for the longest time, and took me to warm up to it. Yeah, I can see that. I mostly stay away from Discord outside of, like, very specific communities. Like, people I know strictly in real life or whatever. I get you there. Don't worry about it. That's kind of what it is. Looks like a key. Okay, so it looks like a key. I can see that. Unlocks things. That's, that means psychologically that you have some memories hidden behind a wall, and you need to unlock those. Maybe you witnessed a bank robbery when you were younger and know where all the gold is hidden. Could be. Looks like someone on all fours. I've heard of this one before. You want to be a cat. Well, we have a solution to that. Basically, watch the musical Cats and you'll realize that being on all fours maybe is not the best choice in life. I thought of this as someone with a machine gun. Like, you know, it's like the part on the left is like a person sitting down, and then the right part is like the barrel, and then there's like the tripod. Am I a real therapist? I am not legally, but looks like therapy for Discord from where you got your e-diploma and degree. I got my e-diploma and degree from Photoshop. Thank you very much. I made it myself, which makes it more special. Not that most doctors agree with me. But that's not the point. It's not about whether or not they agree with me. It matters whether or not I'm right, which I am. Does it kind of look like that? It does, right? Yeah, exactly. But it's also why I can't tell you guys ahead of time what I think it looks like. Because if I do, that's going to be a problem for later. Now this one. A lot of things this could be. Look at this. Look at this bad boy. A lot going on here. Plenty of blots on this ink. A lot of things that possibly were blotted a lot. Could be many things. Maybe this ink blot looks back at you. Perhaps, maybe... Looks almost like a pentagram. Looks like a deformed black hole. I thought it looked like a flower, but that's just me. So you can see it's got like the petals, and it's got like the little part in the middle that the bees always go to. Bees are kind of cute sometimes. That's not important. It also kind of looks like an eye I think, that just kind of stares at you, questions why you why you did certain things in the summer of 1997. Hmm. Again, it's not supposed to be anything. It can be whatever you want it to be. Just try to want it to be what I thought it was, because otherwise I have no explanation for it. It's the weirdest Naruto I have ever seen. Yes, this is my Mangekyo Sharingan. Yes, it gives me the ability to create bullshit. Anyway, how does this last ink blot make you feel? Mine's mostly bee spit. Hey, bee spit is pretty good. I'll take it. I'll take bee spit. Spit right into my mouth. Just do it. I'll take it. But how does this image make you feel? I imagine this may be one of the more controversial ink blots, being that, it gives you a feeling of imposter syndrome. Okay, well, I gotta be honest, that was my joke for that. That was the one joke I came up with for that one bit. But it doesn't matter. How does this one make you feel? Oh, that's a mirror if there's something else. Well, okay, it might be. It may be. What meme do you think it is? It could be a lot of things. It might not be, but it could be. What does this ink blot make you think of? I'm just saying. Delusions of grandeur, maybe? Maybe you feel like you should call a meeting at a lot of different points? Maybe you just want to vent to me. Why didn't you make a Rick Astley ink blot? That would have actually been great. That was a great idea. I just thought it'd be funny if I made like a thick Amogus, thingy as an ink blot, and I thought this would be a funny idea. But I look at this, I see Thick Among Us, because it's got like the astronaut's helmet on the right, it's got the backpack on the left. That large black line on the lower half is like an ass crack. I think this is amazing. It's like looking back at you because it's wondering why, oh god, why? I mean, I guess I could always just make more ink blots in the middle of all this. But I kinda like this one. I think I'll leave this one up for now. Just, let you all think what you will about it. Just look at this little guy. In all of his magnificence. Try to just... You go, Amogus. But anyway, now that we've learned a lot of your guys' base problems, maybe we should identify how to fix them. So, you didn't like Discord? Here's what you do. Oh no. When I said maybe we were looking things, because it's obviously to me, but I thought that maybe there was something else if you look FNAF lore too much. Okay, so you're obsessed with FNAF lore. Okay, here's a solution for that. Watch Game Theory until you get bored of it. Which will probably be either really quickly or really slowly, and if you still like Game Theory afterwards, there may be a deeper issue, which I am not equipped to handle. This Amogus ink blot reminds me of when my family were evicted from our apartment and forced to move to Michigan. Oh, I see, because it's shaped like the state of Michigan with Lake Erie next to it. I imagine. Oh, but when you were evicted, did you vent? Were you ejected from the spaceship into Michigan? Here's what's overthinking. Okay, overthinking. Let's see. Um, Sometimes you look at something and you're gonna be like, oh, there's something deeper here, but there's not, and I think you need to accept that. So let's say you get home from work early, right? And there's a guy in your house, your windows are broken, he's got your money and valuables in hand. What do you immediately assume that guy is doing? What do you assume? That's from 100 hours of game theory for food theory, film theory. Michigan is in space. Oh yeah, space Michigan. Totally a real thing. Trust me. I'm from space uh Boston. Yeah, space Boston. That's the name of the company where I was built. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, let's say, hey, Geef Mr. Well, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Robbing me. Yes, you would assume that he's robbing you. But then, what if he says, hey, your window was broken and I just came in to make sure none of your stuff was gone. See how you overthought that? You all assumed that he was robbing you, but he just told you the simple answer that he was just looking out for you. And then you give him all of your stuff as a reward, and then he doesn't shoot you as well. I'm just saying, guys, sometimes you're overthinking it. Sometimes it's as simple as you want it to be. I'm doing just fine, Geef Mr. Well, welcome to the stream. Another example of overthinking it. So, let's say you walk into the car shop. Or actually, no. You walk over to your car, and there is a huge dent in the back of it. And mainly the dent was caused by the car that is immediately behind your car. Because it's halfway into your car, because it smashed into it. Now, you're from space Oregon, and Oregon is as real as this following statement: Pluto is a planet. That's fair. No, that's actually fairly real. Speaking of androids and Pluto, there's that show on Netflix that's pretty good. I'd recommend it. Anyway, what I'm trying to get across here is someone appears to have slammed into your car. And then they get out and they tell you it's your fault for parking there. What if it is your fault for parking there? What if maybe they shouldn't have seen you just sitting there and they instead should have assumed you weren't there? Even if you're there all the time, you'll name that dent Harvey Dent. Fair enough. I hope you don't think me two-faced about what I'm about to say, but perhaps them crashing into your stationary car is your fault. Maybe you're overthinking that. Maybe they wouldn't have seen it, or whatever. Maybe you should pay the insurance company. Just a thought. Just a thought. Or there's another thing from... Actually, I'm not going to do the bit from Archer where he talks about overthinking. That was actually a really funny show. But what I'm trying to get across here, life is unpredictable, and occasionally things just are your fault, and I should not have to pay cars that I hit that are stationary on the road. I'm just putting that out there. Alternatively, there's also the problem of underthinking, and you don't want to underthink. Because sometimes you'll get like, let's say a food recipe, right? You're trying to make a cake, and it says it needs 100 grams of sugar. My confession is I used to be homeless till I bought a house. Oof. You know, the main way to stop being homeless is to own property. You know, I hate to break it to you there. You need to, you know, lay down some cash. Just stop being poor, you know? That's my recommendation there. Underthinking. you need to make a cake, and it says 100 grams of sugar, but you know that salt and sugar look the same. So, what do? If you are underthinking, you just use sugar, like a chump. But but normal thinking, use salt. Think through it. Don't just do the obvious thing, and then you'll have made a salt cake, which sounds better than it is by virtue of the fact that it doesn't sound good, and it's worse. So what I'm trying to get across here, according to Freud, you may want to date your father or kill your father, depending. Thoughts? Anyone have any thoughts on the whole murdering your father thing? I'm not saying you should do that. Don't do that. But Unreal, how does the American know what a gram is? There's another thing. How does the average American know what a gram is? You've seen that video of the founding fathers going, "What the fuck is a kilometer?" while blaring the machine guns. They as well have no clue what they're talking about. Ultimately, the metric system is not real. I need you all to understand that the metric system is not in this room with us right now. It does not exist. The metric system is not real. I think we can all agree to that. Now, sure, the metric system has hurt us sometimes by using joules and kilojoules and other units of measurement that I've heard of. But, bye, Gifisterel. Wait, you love that. What video? Oh, the thing with the, "What the fuck is a kilometer?" Yeah. I love that too. Regardless, the main thing to take away from all of these ink blots is that perception is something that we all have, but much like most things, only my interpretation actually matters. So you see the Discord logo. I see a mask, or Batman, or something like that. This is the Spider-Man logo, or a tarantula maybe. This is a guy with a gun and not someone turning into a cat, as is their God-given right in America. So if I have to pay rent, I can just give my landlord toilet paper since they're both made of paper? Yes, exactly! That is the proper way to think. There you go. Not overthinking, not underthinking. You are doing it properly. We made a breakthrough today. And how does that breakthrough make you feel? I like to think that we've made a lot of progress with you. Maybe I should make some more ink blots really quickly. Could have paid my rent in 2020 with toilet paper, if I'm being honest. That's fair. I'm not gonna lie. That's just kind of accurate. Well, in fact, going off the info from Portal 2, in the chapter The Fall, aperture is around 4,500 meters down, give or take, and 46B is around 9 kilometers down. So I said aperture goes down around half of 4,546B in M. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah. I know what all of those letters and numbers mean. Aperture, I know what it is. But the rest, not entirely sure. Regardless, and of course, this is an Amogus. I shouldn't even have to... Let's see. Can I whip up some more handy-dandy, good old-fashioned family values of ink blots? Let's see. What else can I get to make you guys think? And your friend fucking died. I'm sorry to hear that. That's pretty rough, man. That's not great. Alright, let's see. Let's see. What other ink blots can I bring into this? I've got one. Let's make a few. I'm gonna make a few more ink blots off screen. You guys can just relax for a moment while I figure out my content plan for the next 2 minutes. This is the sound of progress, everyone. No, you ever draw an ink blot and assume that, like, oh, it's gonna look great, and then it sucks? It has to have meaning to it, you know? It's like it has to be use of like negative space and stuff. There has to be some darker parts, some parts that aren't as dark. Things that make you feel a way that's different than what it is. Got that, da 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 da. So if I order pizza, does that mean I want to kill the delivery boy? Of course you do. And we all want to kill the delivery boy, but we can't because they're the ones who bring us the pizza. Nah, this ink blot sucks. Hold on. I'll have a few more ready for you guys in a sec. And then one more. Wait, no. This has to be perfect. I must make this my master stroke. Did I ever finish below zero? I never finished below zero, no. That's a problem with me psychologically. I just don't finish tons and tons of games. But let's see. Maybe I need to draw a maybe I need to draw something that symbolizes my own failure to launch. Okay, I've got a few more ink blots that should do just fine. We'll get those right over, and then you guys can determine for me what exactly is the level of psychopathy in your brain. Because we need to figure that shit out, man. No one enjoys my content as a normal person. This shit is bonkers. I'm telling you, it's like, you need a special kind of, like, super brain to understand 95% of my jokes. Okay. I think I've got all the ink blots I need. Ink blot getting a proper education. Not sure if I can guarantee that. That's a little hard there. All right. I think we've got them all. So we've got the first 5 that you guys have already seen. And now for a few more. Alright, how does this one make you feel, guys? What the hell is this? Now draw going to mass. This could be going to mass. A mass of something. As for what? Who knows? Who even knows what this is? You guys do. And I do as well. But not in the way that you guys do. I think it's just because I got different eyes and I see other things, perhaps. I don't think bought with massive brains. Massive Bo Burnham. Yeah, that's what that is. It's what I choose to believe it is. I am interpreting your comment in a mentally healthy way. You don't know. This is weird therapy. It is indeed, Yuna. Welcome to the stream. What do you think this is, you know? Actually, since you just got here, what is this, you know? What do you think this is? What do you see when you look at this ink blot? Personally, I see many things, none of which I'm going to tell you. Could be a lot of stuff. Could be plenty of things. Frogs. You see frogs. That's beautiful. There are frogs in this image, and I kind of see what you're talking about. The frog cult. Perfect. These frogs are going to mass, just as Firewall requested. Cult of the Frogs. How about this one? A lot of things. Probably what it feels like to be treated in Arkham Asylum. I feel like the general treatment in Arkham Asylum is them taking off your handcuffs saying, hey, go nuts, man. And then you just break out and Batman puts it back in there in like 10 minutes. You're going to eat a Lego. Okay, let's explore that. Why are you going to eat the Lego? You have to think about why. Not overthink it or underthink it. Why are you going to eat the Lego? Frogs, I see no French people in this image. Why does this ink blot look like my parents fighting? Man, I can't wait for an Ace Attorney case in which ink blots are used as evidence. Your Honor, this ink blot clearly depicts the fact that my client is innocent. I don't know, it looks like they killed him to me. The yellow Lego. You're going to eat the yellow Lego. This looks like a scorpion. Okay, alright. I was gonna say like a snake, because it's got like the little loop-de-loop bit, and that's like the body and the tail and all that. Is the banana flowered? Is banana flavored? Oh boy. I don't think... You think if they made flavored Lego pieces, people actually would eat them? Why does image look like the voices in your head? I mean, hey, my voices don't look like a snake to me, but, you know, if they do to you, that's fine. Why am I an inkblot, Otacon? Major. Overall, there's that. Yeah. Looks like a wiglet. It does kind of look like a wiglet. It's coming out of the rock. Or whatever it did in Gen 9. I kind of forgot. Flavored, yeah. Anyway, what about this next one? You know what's funny? I'm pretty sure this is upside down from where it was originally. What could this be? It's like a scorpion snake with a crab mixed. That would be an interesting monster to fight. A giant enemy crab snake scorpion. Sounds like a creature from Avatar. They have to fight it because the firebenders are riding it. Snake, body, scorpion, sting, thing, and crab claws. It'd be cool if the head was like a crab claw. That'd be interesting. I'd like that. Crab head. The ocean variant of me should be crab head. I'm just a giant crab man. Android. This is the Back to the Future car. Okay, I can kind of see it. It's going at 88 miles an hour. It looks like one of those figures you see in the clouds for a split second before losing it. Oh yeah, one of those weird sky demons. Yeah, I see those too. Where it kind of feels like you see something, but then it's like, oh, it might just be a plane, but it's not. And you know it's not. But you don't want to face the fact that you just saw something that's not meant for you to see. Regardless. Yeah, look at this thing. This is just, it's a thingy. It's like a giant, I look at it and I see a plane crash. Like it crashed in like some Arctic place and you have to deal with that. You ate the Lego. Try not to do that in the future. I feel like this is a lack of progress specifically. Don't eat Legos. It's not good for you. Well, actually, how does eating a Lego make you feel? I shouldn't be so judgmental. You know what? That's on me. How did eating the Lego make you feel? You can't see anything but the Back to the Future car. Interesting. Interesting. So, clearly, Back to the Future carries a lot of weight with you. Now, how about this next one? A lot of things this could be. I don't think any of you should be any stranger to this sort of image. A friend once ate an ice cube and it didn't come out the other end. What's that about? Well, clearly your friend is a portal to another dimension, and I would stay away from them if I were you. They might take you to a dimension where the Earth is actually round. Ah, the bastard. Anyway, what do you all think about this image? You know, images like this are very reliable. They don't often let you down. Never seen the movie, that's the funny part. Well, maybe it's a sign. Maybe your brain is telling you you should go watch Back to the Future. It actually is a really good movie series. But mainly because it's good. I'm not sure how well it holds up nowadays, for kids nowadays, but ultimately, back then, pretty good. I enjoyed it. Thought it was well made. Well done. Granted, they didn't really need the sequels, but they were still cool. They were cool enough. Got the future incredibly wrong. Hoverboards are still not a thing. But, yeah. You fool, the Earth's shaped like a D20. Oh, no, you're right. You're right. I remember one time I journeyed to 1 the other day, and I just got absolutely destroyed. The rotation of the Earth is just insane. You know, I took a flight to 3, but then I stumbled getting off the plane and landed up in 4. Or, wait, is that how that works? I stumbled getting off the plane and hurt myself. There, that's the joke. Fine. It's like a person, but also looks like the Brugly Backrooms entity. I don't know anything about the Backrooms. I've heard things about it. How does the Backrooms make you feel? Each one of those 20 sides has a continent. Yes, there are 20 continents. They lied to you. Huh. No wonder Australia is so big. It's so many. What other lies have I been told by the council? I wonder if there is like a therapy thing though for conspiracy theories. He's Hero Ed. Hero Ed is like my alter ego, where I'm just like, I fight crime or something like that, but only cybercrime, which is basically pointless because I'm like, hey, don't pirate that anime, and then it's like people do anyway. I'm a useless superhero. I'm more like an anti-hero, really. Hero Ed. It's better than real life, arguably, but not quite. Honestly, the future of Back to the Future 2 was like not. Some parts were cool, others were not. Some, not spoiling too much, but shit happens. It's nuts. Oh man, but how does this image make you all feel? Does it make you not want to run around and desert me? Just putting that out there. Just gonna say that. Because I look at this image and I see someone who's never going to give me up, never going to let me down. I don't remember the rest of the lyrics. That's not the point. It's also like, I actually kind of like the Never Gonna Give You Up song. I think it's a pretty good song. Jawbreaker instead of Legos improvement. I think that's a lot of progress, showing you eating a Jawbreaker as opposed to Legos. Which, again, why are you eating Lego? Makes me feel things I've never felt before. Oh yeah, you wouldn't get this from any other guy. Romantic feelings, oh, of course. Yeah, this drawing has charmed many a woman, man, child, elderly, other demographics used for voting. You rickrolled us with ink. I don't see it, not gonna lie. Yeah, this isn't my best. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this did not come out as good as the Amogus one. Like, look at the Amogus one, and how clearly that came out. And then look at how not clearly this came out. Like, this one's okay, but it's not good, you know? So, ladies and gentlemen, we have thoroughly gone over plenty of your problems. But romantic feelings for ink. Let's discuss that. Let's discuss romantic feelings for ink. It is perfectly normal to be attracted to drawings. Yes, I said it. You are mentally healthy if you like cartoon characters. Romantically even. I'd say that's fine. Maybe just because I am also a cartoon character technically. But shut up. What I'm trying to get across here. I can see the Rick and the person but not the dance. Yeah, it's kind of hard to capture that in ink, especially when I'm not overwhelmingly good at that to begin with. But, it be how it is. Hero, I'd be like, I don't care if she's a girl, a baby, or someone's grandma. Yeah, he's like my version of Doodle from SpongeBob. Hero Ed. Hero Ed. I'm not your favorite VTuber android. I'm your least favorite human flesh tuber. Which technically is the case when you think about it. But Hero Ed and his dating preferences. Well, I like to think that Hero Ed would not be a, I like to think he would date exclusively adult women. Just putting that one out there. I'm not a Discord mod. Wait. No, I'm not a Discord mod. Had to think about that one for a little bit. But the important thing here is that you all stop eating Legos. And if you feel attraction to cartoon characters, just remember, they may not love you, but it is perfectly fine for you to love them as long as you acknowledge that they are cartoon characters. I am not real in real life in the world. I am written by a bunch of middle-aged men in a room with like a pen or something. I don't know how writers' rooms work. That's not... You need to let go, is what I'm getting across here. There may be a body pillow with my face on it. There isn't. But there might be. And that's as close as you will ever get. Because I am a cartoon. I am not real. I am made of ink and or pixels. There's not a lot that comprises me. Just putting that one out there. Why do I have to stop eating Legos? That's not even a therapy thing. That's more of just a personal preference. I feel as though that's bad for the economy. They're tasty. You're gonna build yourself a whole host of problems if you keep eating Legos. That's not good for you. Really, you need to think about, is it possibly attracted to the clown from It? Yes, it is perfectly possible. Alexander Skarsgård is, I think, the guy who was the clown. Apparently, pretty cool dude. Not to be confused with Andy Serkis, who I did not realize was the guy that played Gollum until recently. But, you know, the clown from It, if you're into clowns, that's great. Honestly, there should be a dating service exclusively for people to meet clowns. Just because that's a pretty wide-reaching thing. You know, Harley Quinn is into a clown. There are other characters, I'm sure. In addition to the... Actually, I kind of feel like a fun Danganronpa thing would have been someone who's like the ultimate clown. And they're just like... Their main thing is that they just like make balloon animals while people talking. And then it's like eventually like, oh, how do you know I killed the person? And it's like, you used a balloon animal to stab them. Only the ultimate clown could make that balloon animal. Or some bullshit like that. Who said they were plastic and not powder compacted into Lego brick? At that point, I feel like you've got a different problem. Like maybe, perhaps, some kind of drug trade, which is a thing that people do where they'll compress, like, drugs into a toy, and then they send it across the border. Then it's like, you know, it's kind of illegal. The border, of course, being into, Mesopotamia. One of the funniest things I've heard in a while is that Batman is into the furries, but he is into classic. Right, guys. Important to remember about Batman. Joker is the furry. He's the one in the Batman. Batman is into, as the Game Grumps put it, scrawny clown snatch. Oh my god. I love the Game Grumps, which might be a different psychological impairment on my end, but I don't know. I think they're very funny. Let's see. What other problems can we have? Let's just scroll back up through the list. Who else is afflicted with some kind of horrible mental derangement? Okay, Dreeth, you're trying to decide if you should mod Subnautica or not. Okay, so Subnautica is a game that has so much stuff in it already. You can mod in the giant Leviathan, but honestly, why would you do that? It's too big to even care about you, really, for the most part. Have you watched the FNAF movie? I have not. I don't have that kind of mental thingy, so no. Let's go with no on that one. Trying to be a good friend and not entirely ruin it. Okay, well there you go. That's something. That movie isn't real. It didn't have Markiplier, so as far as I'm concerned, it's not. It did, however, have MatPat, which is kind of funny. But you're trying to be a good friend and not entirely ruin it. Generally, you'll feel the urge to spoil the movie for your friends, but don't worry. I don't think most of them will really understand, even if you do spoil stuff. Oh, you're trying to date Makima. Gotcha. Or Makima's trying to date something like a potted plant. Guys, if it's okay to love a cartoon, it's okay to love a potted plant. You know. She said, tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. No, number 5. I never wanna feel you say. Wait, what? Feel you say? What? And the guy and I responded, ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why. Movie isn't real. Cawthon is gaslighting you all. Cawthon these nuts. It was meant to have Markiplier, but I don't know what happened. Something happened. I like to imagine the boys meme where Markiplier just takes out the gun and he's like, why? 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 Oh God, frickin' why? Da 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 da. You know that one? I like that one. I don't understand it. I don't get why at all it's like with the boys, but I find it funny. So there's that. You unalived Cawthon. Okay, guys, you should not kill people. I feel like that shouldn't need to be said in therapy, but I feel like, not great. Don't go for that. That's not something you should do. The movie isn't real. Technically, neither am I, so it could be worse. It could absolutely be worse. What's in the fucking box, Cawthon these nuts? Play Markiplier out song. The only song I know from Markiplier is the open the door, get on the floor, everybody do the dinosaur. And he didn't even make that one. Outro song, that's what I heard. Yeah. Movie isn't real. I don't know, I haven't seen it for myself, so I can't really confirm whether or not it's real or not. Maybe it's like one of those religion things where they're like, oh, well, you don't need to know it's real, you just have to have faith that it is. But it's for the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. What if it's something that isn't real, but in a few years it will be, and then we'll all be like, what? I thought it was real. It'll be like a Mandela effect thing. What if then, guys? What if then? Why? Oh, God. Forget why. Me and some other guy are just trolling Makima. Try not to catfish her. I feel like that's a different problem that you could do easily. I mean, what is attractive about me? Hair. Hair. Exclusively. The man is into furries. Some other guy got Ligma. Why does he have Ligma? Who the hell is Steve Jobs? Who the hell is Cawthon? Ligma balls. No! I still love that scene. Why am I trying to get with someone who's not me? Oh, yeah, that'll happen. That'll happen. Trying to tell Makima what you like about her. Just go to Kenya. Just go to Kenya, guys. Solid advice right there. Ignore any and all, what's it called? Obstacles, and you just go to Kenya. Ain't nothing but a mistake. By the way, the mod that had 1500-meter long Leviathan is not out. Really? I could have sworn the Gargantuan one was like already in the game. Huh. Maybe it was just a beta thing. Who knows? Regardless. Overall, how do you all feel about your therapy? Have you gotten accurate? Can you fit these nuts in your... You got me. You got me. I'll take that L. That was pretty funny. That's pretty great. It's weird how... Oh, yeah, no, it definitely is not okay. But, like, it's weird how those jokes, I thought for a while, was like, okay, yeah, fine, whatever. But recently, just seeing how creative people can get, it's just really funny to watch. Can you fit... Something I also like doing is, like, I take one that, like, clearly people know, like, the Mind Goblin thing, and I just walk up to them and be like, hey, you know Mind Goblin? And they're like, yes, Arrowhead, we know what Mind Goblin is. And I was like, do you mind? You mind? You mind Goblin Tease? And usually by that point they're laughing. Just because it's like, something about the fact that I find such a stupid joke so funny apparently just breaks them. That's a key strategy right there, guys. Sometimes laughing at your own jokes is funnier than the joke itself. So look out for that, in theory, if you were ever to need that. Why is we're trying to date Makima just saying your hair? Maybe she takes good care of her hair and he's trying to recognize that fact. See, guys, pro tip when it comes to trying to date anyone. Find something they like that they identify as part of themselves and compliment that thing. Like, if a guy has a nice car. Oh, you're not getting me there. Now I'm on guard. Now I know what I'm talking about. Wendy's nuts. Do I like Wendy's nuts? No, I don't. But yeah, you're trying to date someone, compliment them on something they consider their core part of their personality. Like, for me, you tell me that I'm funny, I am yours for life. Which is also why I've never been anyone's, because no one tells me that. But that's not the point. Wendy's nuts smack you in the face. Exactly, I knew it! When Dr. Manhattan, Steve Jobs, all over Rorschach almost dropped a psychic squid over New York, killing 3 million people. See, you would've if that was in the movie. It is interesting the way the movie changed that. I'm not sure why they did it, but yeah, whatever. There's gotta be some reason for it. Either way, just compliment something that's core part of their personality. Like, if a guy has a nice car, compliment the car. He'll probably take it as a personal compliment. A girl has, if a girl is good at accounting, and she considers herself the best accountant in the world, compliment her ability to do accounting. I was trying to come up with literally anything that would actually be a desirable trait. PV, your therapist is using self-deprecation to make you laugh. It worked. Oh, thank you. Yeah. I mean, in the comics, yeah, exactly. In the comics they did. I find it weird they didn't do that in the movie. Like, they just changed it for... I don't really understand the reason. Drop a psychic squid over New York that kills tons of people. Make up aliens. They're gonna be in real trouble when they get to space and realize there's nothing there. That's not his problem, though. Dr. Manhattan. Manhattan, these nuts. Yeah, baby. What? Arrow, since you play D&D, what are your thoughts on chromatic dragons? I don't know what those are, but I'm gonna... Chromatic dragon these nuts, isn't it? That's what it's gonna be. Chromatic dragon these nuts across your face. Is that what it's gonna be? I'm on the case now. I understand. Understand it all. Dragging these nuts, god damn it! And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I have been got, and also it's been an hour, so your time is up. I have been your therapist, Arrowhead. I hope you... Oh, there's also an alchemy mod. That's interesting. Nice. Might consider doing modded Subnautica stuff at some point. I haven't really ever ventured into mods, so that'd be kind of curious to see what that's all about. Either way, I have been your therapist, your favorite VTuber therapist, Android, Arrowhead, very specific category. And I hope to see you all next time. My next stream is tomorrow. I'll be playing more Chrono Cross, maybe even finishing it, possibly. Probably not, but maybe. And I hope to see you all next time. Have a lovely morning, day, or evening. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed. And goodbye for now.